So why slot cars? I guess the easy answer to that is it's just a hobby. But the real question is, why grown-up men play with toy cars? And you like it or not, they are toy cars, they're not real cars, right? You see, I had this conversation with a psychotherapist right before I actually got into slot cars. And she gave me a great advice. She told me to have a picture of my younger self, a picture of me as a kid on my bedstand. So every morning that I wake up, I take a look of it and it reminds me of the person that I used to be. Not losing touch with the kids inside of you. That's a great thing. This is what actually started everything. I was browsing the web one day and I came across this handmade slot car track. And I was amazed that you can actually do that. Like, I remember as a kid playing with the plastic track that every kid in the 80s will get as a Christmas present. And it was awesome. I had great memories from that. But I never met someone that actually had built one by himself. And I always enjoyed doing things with my hands. So DIY was a big thing for me. So I thought that actually lines up with what the psychotherapist had told me. And it would be a great idea to get into it. So I started looking more and more into it. I discovered digital. That made a huge difference for me. That was what actually pulled me in. The depth of it, of how many different things you can do. Because the reality is, that is a huge investment in space, time, and money to actually have your own track. And the thought of just being on one line with the analog memories, that was good enough, but at the same time, I was worried that I would get bored with that. The idea of having digital and doing all those different stuff that you can do with digital, that actually was a lot more attractive to me than doing just a normal analog. And that's my opinion. I'm not picking on the analog lovers, but even though people will know that I'm not a great fan of it, that's just my opinion. This is what pulled me in. So yeah, being a kid again, that was the initial thing that pulled me in. Then was that idea that I could build my own little world. And remind me of that dream that all kids have, or all the kids used to have back in the 80s when they would get slot car set. We all dreamed to build the ultimate racetrack, something that looked and felt real. But that's a childhood dream, and as you grow up, you lose that. Your dreams later on is to make a lot of money, get a great job, impress others. When as a child, things are simpler, and you just want an awesome slot car track. So I thought, yeah, let's do this. Another positive influence was for me Elon Musk. Hate him or love him, doesn't matter. What I liked about Elon Musk was that when he made money, he came out and started doing things that a child will do. Like he created a flamethrower. He spent so much money of creating a flamethrower. That's a kid's dream, not a grown-up's businessman's dream. And I love that. The other thing, he started building rockets. He had enough money to just sit down and do nothing, or do what all the other people with money do, make more money. But he wanted to build rocket. And for all those people that think that Elon Musk is a Nazi, well, let me quote Stephen Fry. Elon Musk is not a Nazi. Nazis knew how to make great cars. Anyhow, it's not about Elon Musk. This is about slot cars. So the next big question about slot cars is, what is the hobby of slot cars? Is it the racing? Is it the collecting? Is it the building? What exactly is it? And the more I think about it, the less of a clear answer I get. So if you ask me, slot cars is all of the above. It's a combination of different hobbies, of different disciplines. Of course, there is the racing part. Sorry if you hear me puffing, But Nix, she's been pulling me around. It's more about her walking me than me walking her. Anyways, so yes, slot cars, there are a lot of more. It's a combination of different hobbies. Of course, you have your racing part, and that's the most popular one. But there's the collection one. A lot of people just collect cars, model cars, and that's a massive part of the slot car hobby. This is how people end up with hundreds of different little cars in the garage, and there's always space for one more. Then you have the modeling. That's another hobby. So scale modeling and building your diorama, painting figures, creating landscapes, branding billboards, weathering, all this cool stuff that the people that are more known about are the train set enthusiasts, and I enjoy that part a lot. And let's face it, no matter how hardcore racer you are, everybody gets impressed by a cool looking track. So yeah, scale model, huge thing. You also have the engineering part. Engineering when it comes to the cars themselves. Doing modifications, improvements, work hard to get that extra 1/10 of a second on a lap. You have tire grip, suspensions, and also the engineering when it comes to the track itself, making garages or have different camber on your bends, designing the layout, all this different stuff that makes it a lot more interesting and a lot more personal if you want, because your track is your baby and it's totally unique. It's your track. No one else has a track like yours. No matter if you have a wood track or a plastic track, the way you build it, the way you designed it makes it totally unique. And then a bonus feature of what the slot car hobby is. Another part that a lot of us actually are into is becoming a creator, a content creator, or a YouTuber, or influencer, whatever you want to call it. Influencer sounds more like the disease term. Yeah, that urge when you start building your track or improving your cars or making your collection, your car collection richer, that urge to share it with the world. It's funny and I'm part of it. I used to make fun of people that they introduce themselves as an influencer. You see, in my opinion, when somebody asks you, when you meet a new person and he asks you, what do you do? That question is more about the amount of respect they're willing to offer you. So they're sizing you up. It makes a huge difference if you tell that you are unemployed in between jobs or saying that you are a doctor. People start treating you differently. So actually introducing yourself as a YouTuber or influencer, oh my God. Yeah, you lost all respect there, mate. But you know what? I started doing that. I stopped telling people what I really do for a living, because the minute that I'm saying that I am a YouTuber, the following question is not about work that you would normally get. The following question is about what your YouTube is all about. And this is when I introduce Slotcast. So my YouTube channel is about Slotcast. So that derails the entire conversation, or more like puts the conversation on a totally different path. Suddenly, we stop talking about work that you probably are fed up talking about the entire day or the entire week, and you start talking about Slotcast. How awesome is that? Going back to the initial question, why Slotcast? Because Slotcast is not one hobby. And I know it might sound cliche. Quotes like, it's not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Or the other quote, this hobby saved my life. I know they sound cliche and cheesy, and they are. Don't get me wrong, but they're also so true with slot cars. I know that when I'm in the garage by myself working on my slot cars, I don't think about the problems of life. I don't ruminate. I don't kick myself in the butt for mistakes that I did in the past. The only thing I'm thinking about is slot cars, and also how to present those on my YouTube channel. So in this era, mental health is something that, especially we men, we need to take care more of it, and we need to talk and we need to take it more seriously. Slot cars, yeah, they have the potential to save someone's life, and it's a healthy way of life. It's not gambling. You're not going out, leaving your family behind, even though, to be honest, my alcohol intake has gone a little bit high. It's gone a little bit up. But that's because I'm having fun. I'm not getting drunk. No, I'll cut that. Even though when I compare it with gambling, well, slot cars, yeah, have the potential to harm your pocket, but the gains are a lot more than just money. So if you're someone that is still thinking about it, you're not sure, or you think that you don't have enough space, or it's too expensive, or whatever, I would say give it a go. Go pick up a set. Doesn't matter If it's cheap, if it's expensive, if it's complicated, if it's digital, if it's analog, it doesn't matter. Just start. Go out to the market, pick up a set, put it together on your living room's floor. This is how we all started, and run a few laps. You'll notice, you're gonna feel that connection with the child inside you. And even if it doesn't do that, if you're too young to bring memories about your childhood playing with slot cars, the whole thing is a little bit more analog. It's not like video games. And don't get me wrong, video games are great, but you can touch the cars, you can lift them, you can admire them, you can sell them, you can exchange them, you can modify them, you can race them. And it is a multiplayer. You can bring your mates in and enjoy it. You can have your family, you can have your children, you can have your wife. Anyone can do it. Okay, maybe your dog cannot do it, but any person around it will see that, and there's no way you're not going to get a positive interaction with it. So, going back to the initial question, why slot cars? I already gave you 1,000 reasons, and I can give you 1,000 more. But in the end of the day, there's only one word that actually describes the reason why, and it contains all of the above. Nice and simple. It's fun. This was a Paddock. Crafty, out.